get high.
I have to record the show high. I guess I have to sell all my Magic the Gathering cards in order to get high.
Oh no, I have to get the good shit, so I have to sell this and that and any other thing.
Josh is actually selling stuff. It's actually pretty fun. Actually, this week's 420. Fuck.
It's yep. I mean,
It's
literally,
this week.
yeah, literally, I just have extra stuff that I haven't looked at twice, and I go, I can get rid of this.
Do you have weed on you?
I have oil. It's good. The edible oil.
Can you use it?
I mean, I can.
Because I can grab a beer, and that will be good enough.
Uh-huh.
I think. Probably not. Our storm listeners are probably going to be upset at us. They're going to be like, this tremendous occasion, and you don't do the joke. And we'll be like, but it's a bad joke. If we do this, it will be bad. And people will hate us.
And then the episode can't be released because it's so bad.
It will be us being morons, which more than usual.
It's like more than usual.
More than usual. That makes sense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nothing of note happened this week. There was no secret tunnels under a synagogue.
No secret tunnels in New York City.
No secret tunnels under New York Cities. And if you went into those tunnels, you would find a Josh there. Hi, Josh.
You find me there, like a weird,
somehow tied up and he was tied up to a bed. It was weird.
No,
Not even like
in my head, it's more of like you see someone just like the living situation.
He was sitting on
it's like
a
dorm room
mattress.
You find me in like just a dorm room. It's like, it looks normal. It's all furnished and it looks nice. And you're like, this shouldn't be here. And I go, fuck.
No,
How did you find my spot?
They found you know those cats with like the arm that comes down and it's like a clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those. Okay, you're one of those. You're just sitting there on a bed, legs crossed, and you're just doing the cat thing. And the people who were down there were like, "What the fuck?
What?
what the fuck is this? What the fuck's going on here?"
I would also go, what the fuck is this?
And you were just like, "I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I'm just doing this. It's funny."
Yep. It's super funny.
And then they were like, "Okay, we're gonna get you out of here." And you were like, "Okay." And then a bunch of people came and had a protest because that happened.
Huh? It's about the tunnels.
Yeah, they had a protest about the tunnels. They were like, "We can't let the Josh go home to Canada."
Oh man.
And then I had to come and like bail you out with like, I don't know. I don't even remember what the offer was. It was something really stupid.
It feels like the more I try to understand this whole situation, the more it's just fucking weird.
It's so weird. It's so goddamn weird.
It just sounds like crazy people thinking that they've found something that really it's just nothing.
We found something. What did you find?
We won't tell you. Yeah, pretty much. No, we found something very significant. Can you tell us? No. It's like, why?
Why are you guys like this way? Why are you like this? Well, you see, they hit their heads as children's.
Or they're evil and they know it's bullshit, but they can't say anything.
They're actually trying to. That's listener. I did not say that. Nobody else said that. That was Josh who said that. He said that they're evil. I did not say that.
Literally, what is keeping them from saying like anything important of what they're doing? Like
shame.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Shame's a very important thing.
But at the same time, it's like if you just admit it. It's just gonna be like, well, you're stupid, but at least you admitted to whatever the fuck you're doing is not necessarily that evil thing that could possibly be.
Look, you're a dumbass, but we like you because you're a dumbass.
It's at the very least, like, if you admit to fucking, like, you know, we're probably dumb and we thought this way. And it's like, well, that's at least saving some grace, whatever grace is left.
The grace that does not exist anymore in this situation.
You get no grace.
No grace.
Zero grace. Who needs it?
Yeah, no, it was fucking weird, dude. But we can't talk about that because reasons.
It's because there's so much to go through. It's like, I don't.
Every single time I like see a meme on it, it's either one of two things. It's either genuinely concerning, or completely anti-Semitic.
Yeah,
And there's no in between.
I mean, isn't that most memes? Other than the ones about cute cats or some shit?
No, most memes are like, wouldn't it be funny if? And you're like, oh, that's funny. I find that hilarious. Now it's like, or like cute anime babes doing something stupid, and you're like, oh, that's cunny. That's not a sexual term. Might be a sexual term.
Sounds like a sexual term.
It might be a sexual term. Who knows? But it basically is like, oh, that's cute and funny. Oh, that's cute and funny. Oh,
Aw.
and then like you look forward and you're just like, oh, that's cute. Or then they're entirely offensive and you're just like, God damn it. God damn it.
Or I guess it depends on subject matter, because
yeah,
like if it's, you know, about stupid digging
I
tunnels.
didn't talk about Dave Chappelle's and the other. Oh shit. Okay, that's something else I could talk about.
Oh boy, what did he do? You know what? Screw the tunnels. What did he do?
What do I do?
No, what did Dave Chappelle do?
Oh, he released a special.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, it was funny.
Oh, so it's
And then I also watched Ricky Gervais's special, and he talked about a kid being born with AIDS,
oh dear.
and it was the funniest shit ever. I'm not even joking. It was hilarious.
That's I mean, that's Ricky Gervais. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he was like, okay, this is new content. I'm just gonna say stuff that comes off the top of my head, and then he talks about like a kid getting AIDS, and it's the funniest stuff ever. And you're like, damn. Ricky Gervais still has it.
Still has it somehow. He hasn't lost it. He
hasn't lost it.
I love how the term "still has it." It's like an item that they have. Somehow it didn't fall off his keychain. It's crazy.
Yeah, the reason why Dave Chappelle was in the news is because he basically made a joke about trans people again. And the joke was, I am not going to make a joke about trans people.
Right.
And then he promptly makes fun of a cripple.
Okay.
And he goes like, I'm going to do something that you cannot do. So he stands up in front of like Abbott.
Okay.
And he just starts walking away.
Okay.
Because he's like, I wanted to do something that you cannot do.
Just go a couple of feet one direction. There.
Yeah, just walked away.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, no, if you like comedy, you'll like those specials. If you have a sense of humor, you'll like those specials. Obviously, if you're somebody who's listening to this, so that way then you can find more dirt and reasons to fire me from a cannon, and send me into the nether realm, or possibly lock me up in Auschwitz 2.0 Electric Boogaloo, you will find very good reasons to do so. But if you're anybody else except those people, go watch that special. It's very funny. You'll enjoy it. It's humorous and funny in a very good way, and I think more people should watch that stuff because we should support good entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good entertainment.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no. MatPat is retiring.
Yeah, I remember seeing that teary-eyed video. And
Yeah.
although even though I fucking hate his catchphrase, it's still like, yeah, you've been doing this for a while.
It's a game theory.
It's a game theory.
And then now he has food theory.
Yeah.
He has food theory.
He does that.
Yeah, he does food theories.
Also, what was it? He has a kid and fucking
Yeah, he's married.
yeah, and also like not only is he quitting YouTube, a lot of people are quitting YouTube.
Yeah, that's like the fucking crazy thing. It's like you're like, I've noticed stuff where like YouTube is like going through spurts and stuff like that,
Yep.
and it's just like it's just weird right now because it feels like we're in a transition page, and it feels like people that you wouldn't think are quitting are like just like, no, I'm out, and you're like, what?
I have
what?
like 2 kids. I want to pay attention to them more, and like I need to go. Oh,
I have money. I can just leave
yeah.
and run a business.
Or I'm getting burnt out. I should be doing something else.
I just want to leave, so I'm just going to leave, and while I'm still ahead, and I'll just run the business from background, and then I won't have to be this person anymore. And you're like, okay, damn it.
Yep. Or hell, there was this video series I was been watching, Dracula Rapper or Dank Dracula, or I forget the title of the video. It's basically this old guy painted like fake hair on the top of his head. It's shittily done, and he's wearing sunglasses. He kind of has this vampire vest and shit like that, and he's just dropping.
Okay, I'm getting concerned.
So here's the connection here. This series of videos are showing up, and a lot of people are going like, these are really cool. These are actually good because because this old guy vampire, he's dropping some fat lyrics, and it's like, oh, it's kind of good, but it's like, where does this come from? And it turns out is coming from Pink guy. I forget the name of that guy.
Oh,
It's coming,
Filthy Frank.
Yeah, it's coming from him.
Oh no, James O'Gay me. Oh no.
But the funny thing is that he has a crew too. So he has like basically a comedy crew that he has a secondary channel, which doesn't feature him at all. But a lot of the stuff that gets featured there is either between the jokes of his friends or himself. And the lyric stuff is like, this feels like Filthy Frank. Like, it's just through a vampire, an old guy who's shitty shitty hair, like shitty painted hair.
You're gonna send this to me, aren't you?
It's like, it's oddly entertaining because you listen to it, you're like, I can listen to this all day.
Is there an explanation on how to say the word pussy?
No.
I need that explanation. I need to know how to say pussy. Like, give me pussy.
Oh, it's called Dracula Flow.
Dracula flow. Okay. Let's see if Dracula can flow. Holy shit, I've seen like this guy multiple fucking times.
Yeah.
And every single time I'm just like, who the fuck is this? Why the fuck would anyone watch this guy?
And I mean, like, for, again, YouTubers quitting YouTube, like, I would say Filthy Frank was kind of the first early one to like kind of quit YouTube and to go serious into music. And then this channel, this channel is kind of him not coming back, but like still doing things.
Yeah, like here's the thing with Filthy Frank is Filthy Frank made sense.
Yeah.
Because he was like, I want to pursue K-pop. And you would go, oh, okay. And be like, yeah, I'm going to go pursue K-pop and do K-pop things. And you'd be like, okay. Yeah, I'm sure iDubbbz and everyone can hold kind of down the fort. And then iDubbbz changed, and now you're like, man, there's not really a YouTuber like Filthy Frank anymore.
Yeah.
There's not a guy who's like, the comedy aspect of Filthy Frank was always the thing that made it was incredibly offensive, but it was always so funny that you would be like, oh my god, I'm going to hell.
Well, it's really offensive, but it's like, well, it's funny because it's just that offensive.
Mm-hmm. Like with the welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker. It's fucking hilarious.
Or him just doing a bunch of the blue stuff in front of a blue screen.
Yeah.
And then also there's the image of him with his legs spread with guns, but with the legs spread. You seen that? It's like on his back. He has 2 guns pointed at someone in the distance, but his legs are completely spread behind his head. So it's holding his. It's basically the guns are holding his legs up. It's like,
Yeah. I like the one where it's like him of like life sucks, life dies. Here's how to solve life hacks, and it's just the dumbest shit in the world.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. And yeah, kinda return, kinda sorta.
There's a guy who's like trying to be Filthy Frank, and you're just like, yeah, it's not the same.
Not quite.
You're not the same. But I guess Matt Pat is running 10 theories.
10 theories all at once.
He's going to run 10 theories for each of his channels. There will be one final game theory. Yeah. It's going to be a very sad thing. Philip DeFranco just ran a video called Why is Everyone Quitting YouTube?
Yeah.
Which, speak of a guy, you should probably quit YouTube.
Yeah, he's been there for I forget how long. Isn't it been like
He's one of the OGs.
Yeah, like has he been there since I don't want to say 2000, but at least 2006.
Yeah, and like I stopped watching Philip DeFranco.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like oh, fuck. I just got really tired of like you'd watch a video and you'd be like, his news clips are really good. Like his short quips are very good.
Yeah.
But you're like, man, like when you do international news or talk about like other countries, you're great. When you talk about the United States, it's just, hey,
it sucks.
I'm depressed. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I want to be depressed, I watch Teamcast because they're much more red, blue, or black belt on this shit. But it's like you watch him and you're like, man, you should just retire. Get somebody else in. Just run the business in the background. Because like you have a kid, you should probably stop doing YouTube. But like, yeah, no, like all of these YouTubers quitting. That's part of me is worried that's the site. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's the site that's causing it.
I mean, it's also like the constant flow of content. Like, gotta do
That's
it.
what I mean by it's the site.
Yeah, they gotta do it every day of every week, no break. Like, yeah, it's just
Tom Scott stops. Matt Pat stopping. There will never be another Tom Scott video.
Oh, I thought he's still doing other stuff.
No, he's not.
Really, he's just stopping altogether.
Yeah, it's over.
Huh. Well, that sucks.
And he's like, he's doing a podcast called Lateral.
That seems like what everyone's doing. Is just like, I'm just gonna go do podcasting. I'm just gonna do podcasting.
We did it first.
Yeah.
I also found out it's like yeah, the podcast will never end unless Josh and I stop being friends.
Uh-oh.
In which case I'm gonna just suck up greatly.
Uh-oh.
Doesn't even matter what I do wrong. I'll just be like, hey Josh, I know you're really mad at me.
Uh-huh.
Here's a chocolate cake.
I don't think this chocolate cake is going to mend the problems that what had been beforehand. And what you do, Jeff? What are you doing? No, stop.
Jeff, stop giving me a chocolate cake. Okay, Josh, but
I got
here's
2
the thing.
chocolate cakes. I'm like,
Okay.
no, I don't need 2 chocolate cakes.
But open up one of the chocolate cakes.
Wow, it's convincing. There's just a hinge on this. Okay, so I'll open this chocolate cake.
No. Just open the box that contains the chocolate cake.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought it was one of those translucent
perfectly
lid.
written on this chocolate cake. It says the words "I'm sorry."
Wait, why? Okay, so I opened up the one with the
I don't even know what I did, but I'm sorry.
So is there anything in this chocolate cake?
Yes, chocolate. It's an actual chocolate cake, Josh. It just says the words "I'm sorry" on it.
Oh, okay, but you said there's something inside that chocolate cake.
Oh, I don't know, sprinkles, shit like that. I don't know.
I thought it was gonna be like, oh, there's Magic the Gathering products in here. I'm like, oh, great, covered in cake. Trying to buy my friendship back or something.
I mean, if I was going to buy your friendship back, if I wanted to ever buy your friendship in the first place, what I would have done is I would have been like, hey, Josh, you know, I know I'm a jackass and we don't play games anymore, even though like I really want to play games with you all the time.
Uh-huh.
So I bought you this game that nobody else is going to play with you except for me.
Halo yada yada edition. And I'm like, oh, I never knew this existed.
That is true. I play way too much Infinite. I have come to that conclusion. Last week I was like playing it. I'm like, I might be playing this game a little too much.
I think I play Halo a lot.
I think I play Infinite a lot. I should probably start playing something else.
I mean, play what makes you happy, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to play Nonstop Disgaea, but that's just literal time sink or time vampire. It's fun. In fact, I think the new one has.
We need to get I need to get Josh into tabletop RPGs. That's what I need to do.
No, I suck at those too.
He's gonna be the guy who's like, I fucked a dragon. And then it's gonna be like, what did the dragon look like, Josh? And he's gonna be like, it looked like this. And I'm gonna be like,
oh,
yeah, I would too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like, you know, I mean, it looks human enough. I mean, clearly it's human. I mean, clearly, hold on, let's get Ben's opinion on this. Ben, would you fuck this dragon?
Oh, what? I get it. What are you sharing? I have
sent it to you.
Yeah, so I have to look.
You're playing Vampire Survivors.
That's it's not just a white. It's a waifu wearing a head garb and maybe some pasties.
It's a dragon,
but it's not dragon enough.
It's a dragon.
I want. Hold on. There's another video series.
I want it to be more of a dragon and less waifu.
What?
Because
I'm trying to find this other video of Oh, hold on. I mean, we can find it's a literal, like, a guy who used to be a professor and he talks in front of a whiteboard and he talks about subjects that are from online media. So a lot of it's like, so you think you're not a furry, but let me tell you, everyone's a bit of a furry.
I've watched some of his videos.
Yeah.
He did a video where he explained what a bussy is.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is by a professor.
There we go. Professor Lando. Yeah. It's the best. God, how long is
NCR explained. Girl failures explained. Why do people love losers? Astrophals explained. Eating femboy cake. What the fuck is eating femboy cake? I need to know. I need to know later.
How normies get corrupted. Oh, League of Legends Smash or Pass.
Yeah, we need more people like this in the world. Twinks, femboys, otters, and bears explained.
Explaining hentai.
Using science to explain tomboys. Look, I need that explanation.
Gotcha Games Explained. There's a news story about what's that company?
Nexion?
Yeah, Nexion. They have been turning their probability odds to 0 depending on how much you spend.
Okay.
So it's fucking most corrupt garbage known to man. And the only way they ever figure that out is just mass collection of people doing surveys constantly for 10 fucking years. That turns out that, if you buy less, they try to tweak the odds a bit so that, you're gonna probably want to purchase these boxes a bit more. If you're a fucking whale, they crank that shit to 0 practically, so you never get what you want. Like, this is not posted anywhere. This is just them being evil.
Is it them being evil, or are they using a market opportunity to succeed?
Well, like, here's the thing. It could be a marketing...
That's a rhetorical question, Josh. The answer is yes.
Yeah. I was going to say, it could be marketing if they actually explain what they're doing, but they didn't, so...
Yeah. I was like, that would be cool. Like, when you hear that story, like, when you're telling me that story, the first thing I'm going is, like, oh, yeah, that would make sense. So, like, if somebody's spending a lot of money, you want to lower their odds. So that way, then when they go, clearly, like, you're spending a lot of money, why would we give you the product that you want? Like, we're just going to make it 0. Whereas, like, it sounds like they were just setting the results to actual 0. Like, you will never ever get that item.
Like, that's what's been happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in fact, if anything, I remember having a conversation with someone about, like, how I would run those random number generator things. And it's like, I kind of like, I would love to run it. So it's like, at first you get those things like super easy. And then as you spend more money, it will go back lower and lower, but not 0. It will just go back to like normie levels of how you're supposed to get it. Not like fucking, you want to get them hooked, but you don't want to fucking go to 0 because that's just insane. Because that's not how Magic the Gathering cards and booster boxes work.
Well, no, because like the way the Magic the Gathering cards works is like you have a fixed percentage chance.
Yeah, exactly.
To always get the right number.
Yeah, except the other company, it's going like, oh wait, hold on, how much money did you spend?
This is worse because it's like artificially like being like if they had sat there, if like okay, like I would understand like raising and lowering the things like so that way then like people feel incentive to buying, but like there should at least be a set rate where you're like, okay, like bro, you're spending way too much money. We're just gonna set your rate to 0. Like we're gonna set your rate to like 10.
Yep.
You have a 10% chance of getting the things that you want. That's a 10% chance that you can win. But no, like it just sounds like as if like you're just like, no, fuck off. You're not getting jack shit. Like it just sounds like as if they're like, oh, this idiot's just gonna spend it forever.
Yep.
And let me tell you, as somebody who's worked on a gacha game, it's the biggest piss off in the world.
Yep.
Because if we did that, we would be fucking murdered by a publisher that did murder us.
The publisher would murder you. Government would come down your throat.
Oh yeah, like they would have the EU would have like come over and been like,
yeah,
hey, bud. So you're fucking saying the percentages of like this specific character to 0, and we'd have been like, yeah. We're gonna fine you out of existence. Oh, that's nice. No, it ain't. Like you're gonna fucking never ever exist ever again. As a matter of fact, we're just going to steal your game as well because fuck you. And we would have been like, oh, okay. But like, no, like this is actual bullshit. This is literal bullshit. And like, the best part about it is like they're sitting there and they're like, well, we have to make the game good for all of it. And it's like, no, like you completely missed the point of like what a gacha game is. Like you have to include pity in there at some point. And it sounds like as if this game had no pity whatsoever. So it's like, ugh. But yeah, no. This is complete and total bullshit.
Yep. Fuck Nexon.
Yeah, fuck Nexon. Just another company that's fucking retarded.
Yep.
doesn't understand jack shit.
Just fucking terrible.
Most companies are.
Yeah. Yeah. You want? Can I don't know. Do we want to talk about video games now after?
Yeah.
How about fun single player games that doesn't involve microtransactions?
So you bought Baldur's Gate, Josh? I'm so excited.
No, I'm sorry. The game's still
Oh.
expensive.
Oh,
But I played the.
you don't
I got
you
it.
don't want to play with me and Ben?
No,
What did we do?
nothing. It's just I have interest in playing weird shit, and I look at Baldur's Gate and go, I'll get that when it's cheaper, I guess.
What? But it's 2023's Game of the Year.
It's of course, and I want it to be cheap.
It can't be better than.
I want cheap.
It can't be better than whatever game you're going to talk about now.
Of course not.
Well, yeah, it can't be better than that.
Uh-huh.
I refuse to believe it.
Anyway. After that big yawn, I played Abyss, Build to Destroy.
Mm-hmm.
It is a weird game concept of you build like contraptions and kind of like basic building block. I would say those games where you have basic building blocks of like you can kind of make whatever you want in the sandbox, but you have your main goal is to destroy certain objectives in like in the distance from where you are.
Mm-hmm.
And basically and a lot of the goals in this game is that you make a weird, oddly shaped tower, let it fall over, and hopefully it will kill the objective in the right way so you can move on to the next level. And there's some other. I mean, once you see the game in action, you just can see, oh, it's a puzzle game with like weird building elements and explosives, and that's about it. It just looks good, and the puzzles are not too terrible. Hold on, let me just drop a link, because what we should do is drop a link. Not there. In there.
Oh, this looks cool. Okay.
Yeah,
Where and where? Oh.
there it is.
Oh. This looks like a dumb game. This looks like a real dumb game.
Not, if anything, it's just like, oh, this just looks like well done and kind of like just a fancy puzzle build game. Basically,
You know what this reminds me of? You know Besieged?
yes, it's the one you make trebuchets and stuff.
Yeah, this reminds me of that.
It's pretty similar. I would say this one's more future-esque, and the flexibility of Besieged is probably a lot more than it is in Abyss. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll tell you the title of something I just saw and like later. Actually, I'll just send it to you. Fuck it. But yeah, no, that looks interesting. So like, is it like, does it have like a particular aesthetic or anything like that?
Oh, let's see. God damn it.
Don't tell people what I just sent you. Also, I just got recommended Cocoon.
It's Magic Cats. Oddly. Magic Cats.
So the aesthetic of Abyss is Magic Cats?
I mean, the link that you sent me is fucking...
It's porn.
Yeah, it's just porn. It's just...
Okay, so...
Steam Power is the game's magic... It's called Magic Pussy Chapter 2.
Yes.
Because there's a Chapter 1, apparently.
Yes. You know when you like look in Steam and you're like, man, I wonder what game it is. Oh, that actually looks pretty cool. and you like, oh man, I really can't wait to look at this game. And you look at it and you're like, man, it's oh, that's weird. And you just see like something and you're like, that's fucked up. Yeah, that's what happened here. I was like looking at my Steam wish list.
Yeah.
Because like or the Steam queue, and so you go through it every now and then, and it's like, here's a game that we think that you would like, Magic Pussy Chapter 2. And at that point, Jeff was like, I must be watching way too much porn.
Oh, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I am trying to find a link of that other game that we mentioned, but I can't find it.
Apparently, there's a new Tekken 8 game.
Oh, you mean the new? Yeah, all the trailers are getting dropped of Tekken 8.
Yeah, I thought they ended with Tekken 7.
Tekken is forever. I hope you know. Tekken will never stop. It will continue. There will always be someone getting thrown in a volcano, and so said person getting out of the volcano and being pissed off. And
so now I need to finish Tekken 7.
Oh,
that's what I'm hearing.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Heihachi is actually dead.
Oh, he's actually dead?
That's why he's not showing up in 8.
I never play. I don't even know. All I know is that in Tekken, Heihachi is like the guy who threw his son reluctantly into a volcano.
Yep.
And then he ran a company called Zaibatsu.
I think it's called the Heihachi Zaibatsu or something after his name.
Heihachi. Yeah, it's like Heihachi Zaibatsu.
Yeah.
And G&G was his corporate rival, who was run by his son.
Yep.
Who turned out to be possessed by the Devil Gene.
Also, Jin is possessed by the Devil Gene.
Who is also evil.
No, he's not evil. He's the protagonist, quote unquote, of the game.
Yeah. Jin almost dies.
Yep.
Fun shit happens.
It's so weird to follow fighting game stories because it's like, okay, so what story is canon? Are all of them canon, or is it this one specific guy's story's canon?
Yeah.
Like,
and basically, like, as it goes for Tekken, it's like basically like, what the fuck is going on? And I guess Heihachi just fucking died finally.
Yeah,
did he die hugging his dad?
No,
son?
No, he died while being unconscious and thrown back into the same volcano that he threw his son into. So basically,
okay.
What's this? There's Jin. I forget the Jin's father. I forget his name.
Yeah, probably the Heihachi son, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget his name. That's God damn it. Now I have to Google it. Again. So there's Jin. Universe, male, fighting style, family. Oh, there's Jinpachi, the great grandfather. Heihachi, the grandfather. Kazama, Kazama Mishima, it's the grandmother. Kazuya Mishinama is the father of Jin Kazuma. So it's So basically,
Kazuya.
Yeah, Kazuya threw Heihachi into the fucking firing volcano. It said, "Yep, just throw my dad back in the same volcano he tried to throw me into."
Because it killed my mom.
No, it's more of like he was just pissed off that his dad just threw him into a volcano. So he's like, "Well, I'm gonna go kill my dad because he threw me into a volcano. What the fuck?"
I'm just gonna kill him.
Yep. exactly. Even though the Heihachi's intentions were trying to make him stronger, but it was like, nah, dude, this just backfires. It just backfires so bad.
I thought it was because he knew that his son was possessed by a demon.
There's been so many retcons, like so many. At first, the first time when they threw him in, it was like because it was trying to make him stronger. And then as the series went on, it was just kind of getting tired. So then they're like, he kind of knew he had the devil gene in his body because his mother had the devil gene. And it was like, oh, for fun. Okay, whatever. And then
And it was just like,
yeah. It's funny because what's it? Yeah, Kazuya had the devil gene. Then Jin has the devil gene. So it's anyone who just makes a baby, you'll get the devil gene. And you get
just don't fuck.
Just
stop fucking.
Stop
Those
fucking.
4 people in together, they're not allowed to fuck.
Look, the Mishima family, you cannot fuck. I am so sorry.
You're not allowed to have sex.
Do not make offspring.
You're not allowed to have this sex.
We cannot have more devil gene people out in the world because it will fuck things up beyond reason.
We know what you're going to do. So no, we're not going to allow you to do it.
Oh boy. As if the series keeps going on and on, I wouldn't be surprised if they're like,
well, they're going to.
Oh yeah, they're going to keep going on and on, but I'd be like, oh, who's going to be like the next, let's say they have a kid and it's like with this, are they gonna have 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, and then see if they all have the devil gene or not? They all should. Just make more devil people. Fuck it, just do it.
I just think that like as the game goes, it's just gonna be like, man, what is this?
Yep.
Like what are you gonna do? And eventually they're just gonna be like, we remade Tekken, and you're gonna be like, oh, that's cool. Is it gonna like still follow the same story? Yes. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
And then they're gonna go like halfway through. They're gonna be like, we completely rewrote the story. And you're gonna be like, oh, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Oh.
But yeah, no, I gotta say, breast looks pretty good.
Yeah.
What else did you play, Josh?
I also played a other video game.
You played 3 video games.
Seems like I was a busy boy playing video games.
You played a game called The Many Pieces of Mr. Pooh.
So the Many Pieces of Mr. Coo, yes.
No, it's Mr. Pooh. Get it right.
I was gonna say, if you want to see it on Steam, it's not Pooh, it's Coo.
Pooh.
It's Pooh.
It's Pooh. The Many Pieces of Mr. Pooh. There's a lot of corn in him.
There's so much corn. It's so corny. Mm-hmm. Just so corny. So basically, the reason I got a whiff of this game is because Twitter. And just showing off like how good the animation is all kind of hand drawn, really smoothly done. All kind of like not Saturday morning cartoon, but like in the style of classic cartoons of like the 40s and 50s. And also they mixed it up with practical objects so that when the character is jumping back and forth from foreground or getting around the scenery and doing stuff, he's actually kind of climbing these physical objects. And it's actually like super neat to see these kind of like, oh, he's this cartoon character, but he's going into these real settings that people made sculptures and stuff for. And it's like, oh, this feels so different than anything I've seen or touched. If anything, it's like in Cuphead where you're going, what was that level when you're fighting against the genie and the scenery in the background is actually hand sculpted?
Oh, so it's like rotoscoped in.
Yeah, kind of it's not necessarily rotoscoped, but it's more of like, oh, it's the background's filmed like for real, and then all the art is just kind of drawn on top. So it's that look and feel of the game is pretty cool. The only one drawback is that it's super short. And also, there's there's one or two times where I was trying to solve a puzzle, and I'm pretty sure the game just broke because I couldn't do anything. Like, it seems like I got locked in a certain spot, and I was like, why is nothing happening? So I had to kind of restart and play it again. And also, because this game is so weird and abstract, and like you trying to figure out what you need to click on and how to make it work, the puzzle, I would say the puzzles, because it's a point-and-click adventure, puzzles can either be really well done or terrible. It slides just in the middle of like, oh, this could be terrible, but there's a hint book at any point you can click on and tell you, kind of like nudge you in the right direction. But there's a few puzzles that I was like, what am I supposed to be doing here? And then I looked in the book and it's like, you got to be doing this. And I'm like, I don't think I would have figured that out for like many hours.
I don't know what's going on.
It's more of like, you knock over this jar, like let's say, okay, so this character need to get up on the top shelf. You figure out you can click on these boxes so you can get on the top shelf, and you walk around the top shelf and you knock over a jar filled with eyeballs. And then it turns out, you need to kick this jar of eyeballs down this hallway to another screen, go into the other screen, and keep kicking this jar of eyeballs over farther and farther till finally you get to the third screen, which you use the jar of eyeballs to get yourself higher so you can move a block over or something. It was some stuff like that. It was like, come on. Like, how am I supposed to figure that out, that I need this thing to help me boost myself to another level? Like, you think I would need a stepladder or something? Like,
you do need a step later.
Yeah, it was just the solutions to the puzzles were, and like what you use for the puzzles were like, this is too abstract, too obtuse. I would
There's abstraction, and then there's this bullshit.
I would peel it back a bit of like how obtuse these puzzles were. But I do love the style of this game, and I do hope for more, but I hope the puzzles are just not confusing.
Also, just to refer back to an earlier part of the show where I accused Josh of saying he wanted to fuck a dragon. Ben said he would fuck the dragon.
I mean, it depends on the dragon.
I mean, it's the dragon I sent you.
The
dragons can shift color.
I mean,
and become different.
I guess
they can become human, Josh.
I guess I could, but I wanted to be way more dragon.
I want it to be a dragonborn, damn it, Jeff. Let me have a dragonborn.
I want a fucking dragonborn from D&D, alright?
I'm a scaly.
I want a fucking scaly, okay?
I'll get you a picture. Here you go. There you go. But you also played another game, didn't you, Josh?
Oh, yes. A third one.
You fucking whore.
Such a whore for video games.
Mm-hmm.
The last one, not really a point and click, but more of an adventure game. Chicory, A Colorful Tale.
Mm-hmm.
And this is it's cute. And it's like, you can kind of tell that I think this game is probably meant for like, you have younger kids and they don't want to play with you, so you put this on. And you can kind of read it like a storybook towards.
So it's like Mario Wonder.
Kinda. Here, I'll post it in the chat. You can see for yourself. It got like a lot of awards, I'm pretty sure, from people saying that it's like one of the cooler games that you can be creative in, and like you can paint the scenery with whatever colors you come across, and do a bunch of adventure game things like, I just unlocked this ability so I can now go in these vines which work like pipes, and because it's transporting paint, so I can use the paint powers to do this, and I gotta do this over here and move a block over here using my paint, and there we go, I solved a puzzle. Like, it's pretty much that, but you can now color everything. And I mean absolutely everything. All the color in the world is completely black and white, and now you can just use your paintbrush to paint in the colors if you want to. Of course, you don't have to paint in everything. For me, I was just kind of going around and like, oh, look at all this, cool imagery, and I'm painting in a few things because you can just tap on it and it will fill in the paint.
Okay.
But then over time, I was like, I'll draw a cock here. Okay. I'll draw a cock here. Okay. I'll draw a cock over
I'm
here.
just gonna draw dicks now.
Yeah, I'll just be drawing dicks. So left and right, center, right here.
Mm-hmm. So many dicks, cocks and balls, torture.
So many PPs just everywhere. You think I would stop drawing PPs, but no. Must continue to draw the PP.
Well, Josh, we have to talk about something.
Uh-oh.
But that's interesting.
Yeah, it's a fun game. Like, if you have, like, a young kid and wants to, like, play with you or something, I would say this is a great title for that.
Okay.
Yeah. Or hell, if the kid can actually read, then I would say this is even better just as good for that.
People reading? What the fuck?
It's wonderful video game.
Sure. Josh, have you heard? Okay, so we got 2 more topics.
Oh no.
Speaking of fun things,
Yeah,
I watched an anime.
you did.
I watched an episode. It is called Bang Bang Braven.
Oh. Yeah.
It is a real robot show with super robot vibes.
Okay.
The main character is literally a guy who cannot shoot. So he's a coward.
Okay.
And the first episode is he meets a giant robot after every single one of his real robot friends almost die.
Huh.
And he is trying to save a girl. And then he goes into this super robot, and the super robot saves the day. And the super robot can, of course, has a voice. And basically, it is a King of the Brave series through and through. So, like, Go Geiger and stuff like that?
Okay.
It's that.
Okay.
So, it is, so far, pretty cool. It is fun. And it's dumb in a way where it's like, the Great Mighty Pooh?
Okay, yeah.
It's that. It's that level stupid. Where you're like, oh, this is really stupid and dumb.
Ah.
But everyone takes it seriously, so you're like, I don't care.
I don't want to take it this seriously, but okay.
These enemies look retarded, but they're very intimidating. Because they just killed like 50 people with no hesitation.
That's not good.
But don't worry, they look stupid as fuck.
Oh.
And you're like, man, this robot looks really dumb. It's really cool. And then you look at it and you're like, oh, that's probably because it's the main hero. And then it starts speaking and you're like, oh yeah, it is the main hero. It's literally the dumbest thing in the world.
Ah.
So I'm probably going to watch more of that.
Sounds like fun.
The other thing that we can talk about, Josh,
Yes.
we have to talk about spending $50,000.
Oh no.
If you had $50,000, what would you purchase?
New computer. Probably.
Threadripper computer?
What?
Threadripper PC?
I don't think I'll go overboard. I will just.
You gotta go overboard.
I mean, I will go for like a $1,000 or $2,000 computer, but other than that, like it feels like spending more money is kind of not the idea.
You gotta get a GPU, man.
I mean,
You gotta get a 4070.
maybe,
Get a 4070.
maybe.
I
feel that the more money you spend now, the longevity of that computer doesn't necessarily stay up there as long as you think you would stay up there.
I spent $3,000
Yeah.
for my parts, and I can still play games on them. So,
Yeah.
and that was about 10 years ago. So, yeah.
I know my computer. Well, it's still kicking. Although,
Your computer's older than mine because I was making fun of it.
yep,
I made fun of it. I did do that.
it's pretty old. It's still kicking though.
Yep. We
The
built some reliable machines.
yep.
But you wouldn't spend $50,000 on a 2-minute video featuring a cartoon version of yourself getting seduced by a fictional character with no actual not safe for work scenes.
So wait, you can't get fucked by these people?
No, you can't get fucked by an anime character, Josh.
Then what's the point?
You're not allowed to get fucked by an anime character.
What's the point?
Point's very simple. No sexual deviation.
What's the point? What am I spending my money on?
Somebody actually spent $50,000 on a 2-minute video featuring a cartoon version of yourself getting seduced by seduced by a fictional character.
Yeah.
They have fucking destroyed their entire. Now they have no money in order to actually do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're like we literally just. Oh, and because of them doing this, YouTube actually has put a flag on their account where they're like, no, bro, like you're not child safe. So it's like the triple fucking whammy.
That's funny.
Where you're like, hey man, that's kind of fucked, and then you're like, it's a little bit fucked.
That's pretty. That's
It's
pretty
pretty
fucked.
fucked. It's pretty funny. It's not as dumb as like some of the things that we've talked about this week, like the fucking synagogue
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, I could spend $50,000 and get a car,
Yeah.
a brand new car.
Yeah. You get,
Or hold on, let me
get a pretty
hold on. Let me
good,
let
decent
me-
car.
Let me do this. Toyota. Let's go to Toyota.ca. Toyota Canada. Yep. Okay, we're just gonna do this. Okay, now Josh,
Yeah.
we can get a GR Corolla. We'll go with the Core Edition because we want to be special, but
Okay.
we're not that special.
Yeah.
You will go with the optional. Okay, we'll go with the $59,000 version. Okay, with the spoiler and the fuck off wing. Okay, we'll go with the blue interior. Okay, it's blue.
Uh huh.
And then we'll add in exactly 3 things. We'll add in premium film, a cargo net, home link, and like protection. We have to protect the car. Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to protect the car. Okay. So this is okay. We're protecting the car now. Okay. So we got everything to protect the car except for roof racks. We're good. Okay. So we're going to go and we're going to do a quote, and let's do a quote. We're going to do bi-weekly payment, and our down payment is $50,000. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we could do a monthly payment. We can't do that. It's too much money. If we finance it with $50,000, our payment is literally $87 a week
That's not bad.
for 72 months. If we do 36 months, it's 156 months.
What if we kick that up to like 150?
84 months, it is $77 bi-weekly.
Okay.
So we could do monthly. That's $168 for a GR Corolla.
Huh.
This guy fucked himself with $50,000, and he could have bought a car with that. People are stupid.
I mean, I think that it's more of a not necessarily that they're stupid. It's more of like they felt like it was a good idea, but it's just like, no, it's not a good idea. No, I'm sorry.
No.
It's not a good idea. I'm so sorry.
Look, I know that you think that everyone cares about you, but I honestly couldn't give a shit.
I know what you think, that this anime character loves you, but she doesn't exist.
I know that you think that this girl is amazing and hot, but she's 2D, man.
She is not real. I am sorry.
Yeah, unfortunately, man, we gotta go to a bar. You gotta go to a bar. Like, if you go to a bar, you will meet women, and women will love you, and they will hug you, and they will kiss you, and you'll be like, oh my god, this woman kissed me. It's so nice of her to kiss me. And then you'll just be like, man, I enjoy this shit.
Is that why I don't get chicks? I just don't go to a bar. I knew it.
Josh, I've literally offered to take you to bars, and you've been like, no.
I don't go to bars. I don't drink.
I have literally asked you if you want to come out, and you're like, no.
Meh.
I'm like, hey, Josh, do you want to go to this place? And then you're like, the best part is I'm going to bring up the sticker story, by the way.
The what story?
When you bought the fucking hentai stickers.
Oh, yes.
Okay. This is the reason why me and you will never get a girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm throwing myself in here because, like, let's be honest here. I'm likely and you're likely, but we have to stop doing this stupid shit that we do.
I mean, it's going to be very hard to do.
Yeah. But basically, what we would have to do is when we go to a place, we can't walk around with stickers of hentai facing outwards in a bag.
Well, the thing is, I would have thought they would have put it in a baggie or some garbage, but no, they just give it to you raw.
No, they just give it to you raw.
Yeah, like you think.
Give it to me deep and give it to me raw.
They think they put like, oh, here's an envelope for your very risque stickers, and they don't do that.
No, they don't.
Like, Christ.
That was still funny.
Oh, it was pretty funny.
It was so funny. The funniest part is like the feminists who looked at us and we were like, I'm like, oh, that's weird. Look at Josh. Oh, Josh. Hey, bud. We should probably go to West End again.
Yep. Sure.
This time we'll just be like, no, we're not buying your fucking stupid stickers.
No, I'm here to buy sleeves for cards, goddammit.
Now give me that gun blah.
Do you have a Godzilla figurine somewhere?
I need the -1.
I need something that glows in the dark.
That's a movie that we need to watch. Anyways, is that a podcast? I think that's a podcast.
I think that's a podcast.
Episode might come out late this week, but if you're listening to it and it is late, god damn it, Ben. You were supposed to edit the show, even though it's Jeff's job. God damn it. Thank you, Josh, for listening to me.
No problem.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, listener. Thank you, everyone. You can listen to us every Thursday on BlackmanGames.popbean.com. You can subscribe to us on your favorite podcast like your choice, including YouTube. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Bye. Did Keith go to bed? Oh my god, he went to fucking bed. That fucking piece of garbage. Yeah.
Thank you.